This is morning dew from the grass. Can you see that? Let's see if I can pick up the water speckles. Look at that. Morning dew from the grass. Look at that. Wow. So interesting. God, you are amazing. You make water condense to water your plants without raining fully. So interesting. Another thing that is interesting is how the spirea blooms, right? It kind of looks like yarrow. Like that pastel collection of yarrow. Because it's a little yellow, I don't know, pinky, mauvey, burgundy, just a little bit. Very interesting. Look what happened, guys. I was so eager about my clematis, which I'm thinking this is a white clematis. Once it blooms, I will know for sure. But I was so eager to kind of train it that I accidentally cut off. Where's the stick? Where is it? Right here. Right here, I accidentally cut off that off of this. Love how this super tunia in these baskets are looking. Yeah, I appreciate that it's filling out. This Pink Profusion Salvia, I feel like it's gotten bigger. Wow. Yeah, definitely feel like it's gotten bigger. And shoots are still coming. Look at that. These have definitely filled out. I don't know. Look at this one's touching the edge of the brick. So is this one. I don't know if I should be cutting them back at this point because they've definitely been in the ground over a month at this point because I got these in May. Yeah, not sure. The hibiscus is coming along, filling out this spot very nicely. And these alliums, I can't even remember what the packet looked like, but if I find them again, I'm going to plant them everywhere. I love the structure, even when there are no blooms. I love that it was a white blooming allium. I love the height. And even after they're done blooming, the pod heads or whatever, I don't know what it's called, it's just green foliage. It looks great. I love it. If I can find more, I'm going to plant it in all the other beds. Maybe that'd be my signature plant. Look at that. Love it. Foxgloves are still foxgloving. I really like this. I really like it. It's definitely been at least 3 weeks. Ooh, there's something inside of it. There are little ants inside the foxglove living. Hello, ants. Good morning to you. Good morning. Wow, hello. Love them. If they reseed, I will definitely dig it up and plant it in another section. I'd like it in another area, maybe over there somewhere. I really like it. Really, really like it. What I love about this bed is that it's small enough to not be too much. I don't feel like I have to overfill it. But it's big enough for there to be variety and texture and height and width. And yeah, I like it. I like it that even though, and maybe that's the thing with color blocking your garden, if you have all the colors in one bed, you sort of have to mass clump plant to bring some uniformity to it. But with this, it's all in the same color scheme. So things blend a little bit more. And so I don't have to mass plant as much. I can have unique flowers like, hey, I want this. I want a foxglove here. Oh, I want a peony there. Oh, I want, because I don't have to put 5 clumps of any one thing. Now, I did do the super petunias, but that was just on a like a whim per se, because there was no color at the beginning of spring. And I was like, let me just put some super petunias in the ground, and they'll hold me over until all the other things come in. But even then, there's texture there, variety of colors. Yeah. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this bed this season. This was such a beautiful surprise. This bed, pink. My beautifully pink dream bed. Love it. Let's check out what's happening with this rose shrub. I want to say that at some point I smelt something rosy, like that actual rose scent. I smelt it, which I am shocked at, because double pink roses don't normally have, knockout roses don't normally have a scent. But I can smell like a faint rose scent. And like I shared maybe some time ago, I gave this thing a trim, deadheaded all the spent blooms, and I don't know what this is, because it's my first time actually managing a rose, but this is what's coming up, like these brown, they're definitely not dead. Not dead, it's simply, I don't even know, I need to research more, but it's like new shoots, new growth, and it's just brown. I'm still getting buds. So here's one. I think I just saw another somewhere. This one right over here. Somewhere like right here. That's a bud. I don't know. Yeah. Don't know, but I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I'm gonna have to put it in the ground because it won't withstand our zone 5 central Massachusetts temperatures in the fall, but I love it nonetheless. And the next rose I'm gonna get is a climbing rose, so I guess that will compensate for the height that I'm looking for. And some clematises. Yes, I want 2 clematises in here. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Maybe one to climb up in this thing here. I don't know, I'm not sure, but definitely know I want some clematises. I guess this is turning out to be like an impromptu pink dream, my pink dreams garden bed update. I just came outside to just look at it myself, and I'm like, oh, let me turn on the camera because things are happening still. Look at the little ants still going. Look at the little ants living their best life. I was telling my husband that all the animals, all the bugs have a purpose. And while I might not know all, and I might think they're a pest, they serve a purpose. And I want to honor God by honoring them. I know that's like, probably earthy, but my little one is trying to interrupt me while I make this video. Are you hearing all of the birds? God is just so amazing. Who could have come up, like, he is a master gardener for real. Who could have come up with all of these things and textures and colors and dimensions and heights and widths and all of the things? Who? Except the Lord. I don't know. I'm just incessantly amazed. That's why I think gardening is such a good thing to do, because it gives you a perspective about God's handiwork in a way that you wouldn't otherwise, because life tends to just frustrate the effort to see that, or the opportunity to see that. Just sometimes everyday life just frustrates that. But when you come into the garden, it's like you gotta pause and look and pay attention, and you notice the differences in how things grow and how things bloom, and the variation and all the details, and only an amazing, awesome, wonderful, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient God could have done that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna close off this random video by talking about what I have seeded or planted for continuous bloom. Let's look at that. So this right here is a gladiolus bulb, and for some reason gladioluses are interesting me, and I think last year I tried to plant them and nothing happened, and so this year I'm trying again, and I put some bulbs in this bed hoping that they will bloom. Now I think in another video I shared that the little animals were digging them up, but I guess they've left them alone to the point where they're shooting out the ground. So here's one, here's another. I have some more over there, and maybe in a pot over there. So that's gonna give me some height and color a little further down in the season. What else have I done? I have added some cosmos. Oh, I think these are some cosmos seeds here, there, and there, all throughout the bed. And I'm hoping that they don't flop. But I'm hoping that everything that is standing so far in the bed helps with being some sort of support structure for them. Yeah, I would like that. So I planted some white cosmos, pink cosmos, a cosmo or two that are a mix of white and pink. And I'm hoping that those come up, maybe at the end of July. July is about to be, we're about to be in July next week. So we should see some of that happening in July. But that's what I've planted in addition. Oh, and some alyssum. For some reason, I am into alyssum. I'm into the scent, and I'm also into the fluffy bloom. And so in this bed, along the perimeter here, I have planted some alyssum seeds, and so that should come up later in the season as well. I don't know how well, because we don't really get that hot here, but we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Again, I put some gladioluses in this bulb right here. And we shall see how things go. I'm just really pleased with how this garden bed is coming along. I am pleased. I am not so pleased. I'm getting a little closer, a different view. So this is a more broader panoramic view. Instead of getting closer, but I'm zooming out, actually. I told you this video was impromptu. I'm not really happy with the middle basket. Obviously, I didn't put anything in it, so me not being happy is totally my responsibility and my fault. But it's not like a negative not happy. It's just like, I wish I had put something in there. So next year, I'll definitely try to do that. But I'm definitely pleased with how these two petunias are filling in. I can't wait for them to spill over. That's what I would really love to see, them spill over and trail down. I would love for this rose to have another flush. I'm really into the spirea. Next year I'm going to plant some yarrow in here as well. Or this year I'll start some yarrow seeds. Some of that pastel yarrow collection I think I might have. Not sure. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plant some yarrow in here as well because I love the look of that spirea. And it reminds me of a yarrow, but I don't want another shrub per se. I don't want another spirea shrub. Like I said, I think this bed is small enough to have variation. And because I'm color blocking, it allows for variation that doesn't feel weak because you only have one thing. Like the spirea is there, right? Not the spirea. But yeah, even the spirea, there's only one of that, but it blends in with everything. The pink profusion salvia is there, but it blends in with everything. But it's still unique that it's upright, pinnacle. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm very happy with this bed. Feeling very blessed and grateful to be able to just be able to look at this bed and see it. And it's something that I had a hand in creating, in fashioning, in organizing, in, putting together. I'm happy about that. And so, yeah, happy. Feeling blessed, feeling joy. Today's Sunday, June 28th. And I'm feeling blessed and privileged and grateful to God that I can come out here and just look at a pretty garden bed. I mean, and have perspective, because that's the thing. In life, you have to have perspective. And I think having a relationship with the Lord gives you a lens, or gives me a lens that creates a healthy perspective about life and how things actually develop. That's why I say he's a master gardener. His word says he's a master gardener. I'll find that first and put it up. But that's why he says he's a master gardener, because he really knows what he's doing. He's putting all of these beautiful things together. All of us together. We're blooming at different times. We're being planted at different times. We're being uprooted at different times because of different reasons. And yet still, it's beautiful. It's all working together beautifully. Who else but God? Anyway, I'm done. This video is at 17 minutes. My name is Samantha. If this is your first time watching any of my very random videos that I'm trying to become more consistent with, I live in North Central Massachusetts in Zone 5 with my family. We are heirs to the Hanleys, and basically we're just growing together in the Lord. And this season, I'm just sharing more about my garden and how my family helps me, or how they enjoy it, or what I, think about my family through my understanding my garden, etc. And all of this is foundational to our Christian faith in the Lord Jesus Christ, Son of the living God, the one who prayed for the Holy Spirit to come and comfort us and to lead us into all truth. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to stop ranting now because that's what I'm doing. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.